Hello, everyone. It's Pastor Judy, and I'm back with the weekend edition of In the Word. So today I'm going to focus probably the next couple of days on the three simple rules of John Wesley. I don't know if you all know this, but John Wesley, one of our founders of who we attribute with the finding of the Methodist Church, him and his brother Charles. They have a Wesleyan way of living, and it's called Three Simple Rules. And there's a small book on this. I'm sure there's other big books on this, but this one is what I'm referring to today. And our first rule in the Methodists, or the Three Simple Rules, is do no harm. And, I'm going to read from Galatians 5:13 through 15. And it says, now again, this is Galatians 5:13 through 15. You, my brothers and sisters, were called to be free, but do not use your freedom to indulge the flesh. Rather, serve one another humbly in love. For the entire law is fulfilling in keeping this one command: love your neighbor as yourself. If you bite and devour each other, watch out, or you will be destroyed by each other. So basically, the first out of the Wesleyan way of living, do no harm. That is really important for us to remember, not to just do good, which is the second rule, but it is that we don't want to cause harm. Now, sometimes that can be hard to get away from. Sometimes when you're trying not to cause harm to one group of people, it may cause harm to another group of people. Here's an example. During COVID, it was argued that we should not have church services in person because it could cause harm. People coming to church in person could cause harm because they could catch COVID. And again, remember, we didn't know much about COVID at the time, so we're really going off of just doing the best we could. And I get that. It could also be argued, though, and we know now, that by closing churches and keeping people from being in church may have caused mental harm, or a distance from church, a distance from people, and that causes harm. So it wasn't intentional, but it could be seen in either way, that you're trying not to cause harm by keeping people safe, but you're also causing harm because people are shut up and lonely and depressed, and that causes harm. So this is a tricky business sometimes. It's not black and white. And I only share that examples because it's what, really pops in my head as a good example of two ways. But there's always something that when you're doing something and you're trying to not do harm to one person or to a culture, it's not always black and white. So what do? Well, we pray about it. We hope our heart's in the right place, and we turn it over to God. We turn it over to God. We do our best, and we live in life through love. We try to look at everything through the lens of love and compassion. And by doing so, that will help us follow a path where we look to do good by people and not cause harm to someone. And just pray over it. So this is just a reminder to love your neighbor as yourself. And I just hope that these words ring true to you today. That is, when you're out and about and you're in the community, that you can look through that lens. So I hope you have a blessed day. Bye-bye.